Everybody, welcome to an episode of Talking Toys. I'm your host Josh from ComicWow, and this episode we're going to talk to you about a couple toys, or actually many toys, coming out to your local comic stores or already available now in your local comic stores. So without further ado, let's get to our first item. First item here is the Chucky Bishoujo statue. This is absolutely gorgeous, and everybody knows in Japanese Bishoujo is actually means beautiful girl or pretty girl in Japanese. These are absolutely awesome. They comes with another head right here, and it has the scarred up, stitched look to it. Really cool, a la Chucky. This is the Bride of Chucky series, and she's got, you know, obviously the play on the female form with Chucky, so that's really neat. And it also comes with a knife. So what Chucky figure would be, you know, wouldn't be complete without this. And it apparently goes in the back here too. I think it slides in the back of this little, let me see here. Yeah, slides in her hand. So she's got it in the back, kind of hiding it from you. And it comes packaged in this big box. So little blister packaging inside. Very secure. And this is from our friends at Kotobukiya. They do a lot of these. The retail price on this is $74.99, which isn't bad. It's a PVC-like statue right here. And I think well worth the money. Very highly detailed. Looks great. Look great on the shelf. Definitely a part of the Bishoujo collection. And you don't want to miss that if you are a collector of Kotobukiya. It's a very, very cool piece to have. I particularly like it a lot. So that's from our friends at Koto. And next, from the ever popular Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse game, we have Trunks. Everybody knows Trunks, right? Trunks is a SH Figure Arts action figure. Many, many pieces in this. You can see from a little limited sticker on the front. It's got changeable heads and little, you know, hands and all these different little pieces that go with it. So it's packaged in this, very nicely separated in each individual aspect. And this is an MSRP of $49. This is available in comic shops now. This shipped last week, so it is already available for purchase. These are in stock from Diamond Comic Distributors. So if you like this figure and you do not see it in your comic store, go to your local retailer and give them the item code. Tell them to order it for you, which they will be able to because it is in stock at Diamond. And again, it's a great looking figure. And this figure stands, I want to say, a few inches tall. We'll kind of measure him in here. I want to say he's somewhere around the 5 inches, somewhere around there, like 5 inches tall. And if you compare him to our ever handy pop vinyl right here, this is where you're going to get your size comparison. So this is a standard Funko Pop next to the Trunks figure from SH Figure Arts, their collection line, and looks pretty good. Very, very cool figure. I don't want to take this out of the box because it is a lot of tiny pieces and they will go everywhere, and you don't want to see me just fiddling with this the whole time. But definitely a well done action figure. And from the same collection from SH Figure Arts and the Xenoverse video game, we've got the Time Patroller. Again, same deal here, same scale. Very, very cool. Great look to this one. And this is from our friends at Tamashii. Those are the ones that manufacture the SH Figure Arts line for action figures in this. Again, very good looking and also available at your local comic shop. MSRP of $49.99 and in stock. So make sure if you are a big collector of any of the Dragon Ball Z line, you don't want to miss out on this figure. Really cool articulated figure with, you know, separate hands and all these other little things that go with it. He's got his cape. And if you play the game and you're a fan, you might want to pick this up, have it for your collection. So again, really, really cool looking figure. And along the same lines, I'm going to switch out here. We have the pale orange color version of the the SH Figure Arts female figure. This actually is used for people that can do it for if you're drawing, doing something you need a reference material or like a reference figure. You can use this, pose it in any way. It's really cool. Comes with a ton of different little things in here. She is packaged with 7 optional left hands, 10 optional right hands, a mini book, a laptop PC, a tablet PC, a model gun, a training sword, a pen, and a smartphone, and a flip phone, and a stand. So there's a lot of things that are in here in this little figure, and it's cool. Even if you do like some other things, like maybe some stop motion video and all, you could use these in that. You could also go ahead if you wanted to and paint this and make it your own figure. And this one has an MSRP of $54.99. Again, packaged the same as the other SH Figure Arts figures. Really cool. You can see on the back here how they have it posed in some of these down here. And like I said, it's great reference material if you're an artist and you need to kind of get that form down and you're not quite sure how something could be proportionately. This is a great thing. Again, available in local comic shops. This shipped last week, the 7th, so it should be available now for purchase. And if you can't find it at your local comic shop, again, go tell them to order it from Diamond. Moving along in the same kind of anime stylings, we have the Sailor Moon figure here, which actually sits in your hand. This is Sailor Mercury right here. So Sailor Mercury. And this is Amy Mizuno. It's designed basically to sit on something. So if you have a computer top or like a little shelf somewhere and you want to display this beautiful little figure there, you can. This is from Ban Presto with a suggested retail price of $25. Very cool, very well made. It's PVC. It comes in 2 pieces, just kind of joins at the hip here into the other piece for the legs and the body to come together. Very well done figure. And packaged in this nice box right here. Nice art on it. Not too big. It's pretty decent sized box, but not like overbearing. And it's pretty simply packaged. And it's a rigid like PVC figure, so if you need to get in there, you're not going to worry about breaking anything because they're very, very durable. Okay, so that's that. Look how adorable she looks sitting up on this box. Don't you want one for your home? Check it out. Look. Oh, hi. Just chilling up here on my box. Okay. So it's a Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Amy Mizuno. And one of my favorites coming at you is the Harley Quinn ArtFX Plus statue. This has a suggested retail price of $69.99. Well worth it. And this is from Kotobukiya. Koto does an extremely good job of sculpting these 1/10 scale figures. This looks awesome, and it's got a real high gloss to it too. Very durable again, and this base that it's on, the base is really nice because it's got that like red translucent acrylic bottom that is very nice. The only thing you'll see on there is kind of the copyright information on there from DC. And again, you get this high gloss finish. This actually looks better in person than even it does, I'm sure, on the video. But definitely well done from Kotobukiya, part of their DC license. Gorgeous figure, of course, complete with large hammer to, hit whoever she comes across that irritates her that day, I guess. But again, packaged in a window box from Kotobukiya. And the window box, very simple. It's kind of blistered inside. So you've got little background with the hearts and all that kind of stuff and the different card things in there. Very simple box, but nice artwork. It still looks good. Even if you choose to keep this in the black box, it would display well. And that's one of my favorites. But make sure you go to a local comic shop. This did ship last week, so it should be in stock there. If you're lucky. If not, have them order it from Diamond because it still is in stock at Diamond. And moving right along. This is incredible. This you don't want to miss out on. Check him out. Everybody loves Star Wars. Everybody knows Episode 7 with Kylo Ren. This is a 1/7 scale pre-painted model kit from the ArtFX line of Kotobukiya. Very cool. There is something else this does, and from the lighting you might not be able to see it as good as you should, but his arm does lift out, and there is a switch in here to turn this on, and his saber actually comes on. Very simple to put together. This comes with like 4 watch style batteries that fit inside of his arm. Very tucked away, very easily accessed. So that is really cool. He again is 1/7 scale, stands pretty tall. You know, if you go from, you know, top to bottom, he's almost like, I'd say virginal, like 11 inches, 11, 12 inches tall. We'll put him next to a Funko Pop. Get a little close shot in here of the saber and all. And then you can see the size difference from your standard Funko Pop next to this on this really cool snowy base. Very rigid thing. The detail on this is tremendous for the price point, because the price point is $140. And you're thinking statue-wise, you know, that's still cheap on the statue end, 140 bucks. But the detail in like where his cloth is, like each individual little square in there and stitch and all this stuff, everything is highly, highly detailed. I'm going to spin him a little bit around, see if we can get in a little bit tighter like on his hood and all, and you can actually get some of that depth. But very highly detailed. No stone left unturned when it comes to detail on this statue. Fits together easily, assembles in a matter of less than 30 seconds. I think it took me to put this thing together when all the pieces were there. So it looks really good. Comes in a nice, you know, collector's box where it's, you know, multiple different versions or like views of the character on the box. And again, you have a light up statue. The light up, you know, aspect of this is a pleasant bonus, because even if it didn't light up, it would still look cool. But it's definitely cool, and it's from, again, Kotobukiya, who has their Star Wars line, is very well known, it's very well collected, and people must have it. This shipped last week on the 7th. Should be in stores right now, and again, if it's not in your local comic store and you cannot find it, tell them to call Diamond and place an order for you so you can own this piece. Again, very, very well done. Who wouldn't want to own this? And I'm going to show you also, as I slide him off to the side and turn him off, I'm going to show you the box it comes in, because I have unboxed this. Boxed much like all the other ArtFX statues, comes in a box like this. The Star Wars series definitely has a very uniform kind of look to it. Each of them is kind of the same, the way they're boxed. Just the box sizes vary. So you got Kylo Ren, again, from people at Kotobukiya. Looks great, displays great. And you must buy it. I will it. It is done. You will buy this. But $140 price point, you can't beat that. You cannot beat $140 on there. Now, we're going to go off to something else that's highly collectible. And if you're in the realm of these vinyl figures, you're going to know what I'm talking about already. This is the Godzilla 2001 version, okay, from X Plus. X Plus USA is in the market of highly detailed vinyl. It's more of a soft vinyl, highly collectible. They have even up to individually sculpted teeth in the in Godzilla's mouth. They leave like no detail, like, you know, unvisited, because it's high quality. It's a limited quantity usually when they make these. This is a previews exclusive, and it's a 12-inch figure. And the MSRP on this is $230. I know some people are going to think that's a little bit on the high range for a vinyl figure. It is not, because actually this market is a completely other market itself. And people love these things because you see the depth of detail they get in these figures. Okay, I mean, it is absolutely incredible. Comes in a 2-piece kind of setup where the tail connects to the body. Comes in a nice box with a simple picture on the front. Has a previous exclusive logo on it. These, again, $230, available now. They went last week, they shipped, much like the first things I showed you last week, they shipped. And you could add this to your collection. There's many different variations on these kind of figures, but this is really cool. It's becoming one of my favorites just because I think the head on it looks so detailed, and the mouth. It definitely has that, you know, good Godzilla look to it, I guess, from the 2001 series, where he's ready to, you know, chomp down on something and bite down. The teeth look almost realistic in this. So, I mean, especially for vinyl figures, you figure that market, you're not going to get everything that's highly detailed. But again, go to your local comic shop. This is available for $230. Make sure you pick it up. The packaging on it, again, super simple packaging on this. Just a, you know, brown box with a picture of the figure. They spend all their time and effort on the figure itself. The box is not going to get as much attention as the figure, but they spend a lot of time and effort on the figure, so I can overlook the fact that it's a more simple box to this, but it still does the job and it looks good. And again, you have the Previews exclusive logo right here. That's a big thing. That means you're going to find this in the comic and toy specialty market. Not so much in the big box stores, really. You're going to find it more in that specialty market. So make sure you ask your local retailer about this. Now, get rid of this. We'll have him just chill out on here and entertain you while I grab some more product. All right. Now, we are going to go to this lovely figure right here. And for those of you who are a fan of King of Fighters 14, I do believe it is. This is Shiranui, my Shiranui, actually. And it's an Android figure. And this is from our friends at Good Smile. Okay, the Good Smile company. Again, I'm leaving this one in package, not taking it out, because there are a lot of small pieces in this. But again, a really, really cool figure. And the retail on this is $57.99, available. Actually came out this week. It shipped. Okay, so this week this shipped. So Wednesday this came out and hit the stores. So if you haven't gotten out to your local store, go out there and ask them if this is on the shelf. This is shipped, like I said. So you can pick that up. Very, very neat. Cool looking figure. You can see she comes with plenty of little accessories in here. Multiple faces, arms, little, you know, little almost weapon kind of things and fans and all in there. So it looks really, really cool. Again, $57.99 is the MSRP on this. These are becoming really highly collectible, and this series keeps continuing. You'll see this coming out more and more. There's a whole ton of figures that go in this, and they all match up together. So, again, can't go wrong with collecting something that there's going to be more made of. It's kind of like when you get in on any kind of like almost like Funko Pops and all that kind of stuff, where it continues the line you want to add to it. So that is my Shiranui, King of Fighters. The next one, from Thunderbolt Fantasy, right here, is going to be Betsu Tengai. Betsu Tengai, it's an Android again from the Good Smile Company. Again, $57.99, suggested retail price. Comes with accessories, looks good. You can see it's the same style as the last one with the My Shiranui. It's very well done. Highly, I guess highly detailed in a way, like it's got that piercing kind of color to it. It looks like it's very sharp. It's not like a dulled out figure. Very good looking. Let me see, I'm gonna try to give a measurement on this so you can kind of get an idea of the scale on them. They're probably about a 3-inch figure, maybe a little more than 3-inch figure. And they look great. I mean, again, I'll put my trusty little Funko Pop next to it, see? Batman just hanging out with, you know, Betsu Tengai. How you doing? What's up? Yeah, so it's about around the size of like a Funko Pop, be a little bit shorter. But again, this is in stores now, $57.99, and you can go to your local retailer and pick this one up. It just came out this week, actually yesterday, in fact. So, Betsu Tengai right there. And this one I have taken out of the box slightly because it is a very, very cool figure, and it's from one of my favorite Mega House. Mega House, this might be a little bit more risque of a figure because it's very voluptuous, but you know, here we go. We'll get a little zoom out on this kind of thing. And this is Boa Hancock's action hero and blue version. All right, very cool looking figure. I'm going to move this off so you can get more of a tight shot on the figure itself. It's highly articulated. I mean, this thing moves from like wrists, elbows, everything. It's got like little flowing dress to it, head moves, torso, all that kind of good stuff. And comes with multiple accessories in here. I'm going to kind of hold them up next to it, where you got a cape and you got hands and all these things. This is a $138.99 MSRP for Boa Hancock, and she's, you know, the Snake Princess of Amazon Lily. So she's standing about 7.5 inches tall. And she's got her little heart thing she'll hold up right in the front here. You know, if you have the right hands on it, she'll hold that in front. Good looking figure, really is. You know, more on the I guess, more adult edge of things, because obviously it's more voluptuous figure and probably not something you're going to buy a young one, but packaged in a nice box right here where you can get all that good box art to it. And again, available now at your local comic shops for $138.99. That's pretty impressive figure, $138.99. And again, worth it if you're into the highly collectible figures. And last, for ones that are in comic shops now, we're going to have the Marvel Fact Files Iron Fist. So have you seen these in your stores before? They come packaged together, figure in the box, and take the figure out. It's got all the special facts on the character itself. So you'll learn about Iron Fist. You've got in there like the origin. You've got a timeline on there. I'll put like, the whole timeline of Iron Fist you can look at in these Marvel Fact Files. They're a great little resource for you, especially if you want to know your characters a little bit better. They're retail for $32.95. And this is number 22 of the Marvel Fact Files Special Iron Fist. So you got that. You're going to show you a little bit of stories about some things. No doubt most of you have watched the Netflix series on Iron Fist and checked that out already. This is a great thing to go for your Iron Fist fans. Great looking figure. I'm going to give you again the comparison with a Funko Pop next to it right here. So there's your scale. So Iron Fist can be ready to, drop kick Batman right there. Okay. So definitely a good looking figure and well worth the money for $32.95. You get a bunch of Marvel facts and you get a statue right here. It's a little figure. How can you go wrong with that? Figures packaged in a nice box. Can't go wrong. So those are things that came out this week and last week already. I'm going to give you a glimpse of some DST products that have come out in the last, or are coming out in the next few months. We're going to start out with the Batman Laughing Fish Joker gallery diorama. It's a PVC diorama. These things are $45 price points. And again, DST is absolutely killing it with the price of these dioramas or statues or figures, however you want to put them. They are great because you get to see how big these things are. Obviously, me unboxing this now, I'm going to take it out for you because it is an absolutely great looking little statue, or diorama as they put it. Comes with the Joker here, and then you've got the little fish that goes with them that he holds in his hands, kind of up here. It goes in very smooth, so it took no effort in anything for that to slide into the figure. And these are PVC, $45 price point. If you want to have something that looks good on display, if you want to start a collection, but you're not into the higher $200 statues, $300 or $500, $600 statues, and you want things to display at your home, I suggest you getting on board with the Diamond Select Toys Gallery line because they keep making more and more of these, and they're $45 at your local comic book stores. And again, the detail is great. The paint is great on these things. You can't go wrong on a $45 statue. This is actually scheduled to ship next week on the 21st, so fingers crossed this ships next week. But that's what this expected date is. So make sure you run to the local comic shop and check that out. And if you can't find a local comic shop in your area, go to comicshoplocator.com, put in your zip code, and they will direct you to where you can buy the gallery line of statues or comic books in general or whatever you're looking for. And as he sits there, and we'll kind of leave these up, I'll slide him off to the side. And then Diamond Select Toys has been making Vinimates. One of their new licenses are Caddyshack. So this is Judge Smales from the ever-popular cult classic Caddyshack. So everybody remembers him and Billy, his Billy Baru putter he's holding up there. Take this out of here. This is probably, I think, in the next few months, probably is going to come out. Doesn't have a ship date on him yet, as I currently think. I don't think he has one. But this is the Vinimate. Definitely, just with minimal effort, they're able to capture Judge Smales. Okay, these are all like the Vinimate line. Again, just I always compare things to Funko Pops because they're off a certain base. When you just change certain little things, they start looking like other characters, and this nails Judge Smail. Like, it is absolutely definitely him. So that's him, $9.99 price point. Okay, that's all these Vinimates are in stores, $9.99. To go along with Judge Smail's, another one we can add into the mix is the Gopher. The Gopher is an iconic representation of Caddyshack. Everybody remembers License to Kill Gophers by the government of the United Nations. And who'd have thought the Gopher would be the same size as Judge Smail's? Look at him. But you know he's not the same size as this Funko. Just kidding. Yeah, see, the Funko Pops came in to show you a little bit. Again, size-wise. Of course, Funko's getting a lot of cross-promotion in these. But size-wise, you're going to be about the same size as your Funko Pop collection. I'm sure everybody has those. These are a great new collectible for you to have because DST is coming out with more and more in their Vinimate lines. Upcoming this summer is going to be the DC Vinimates, so you want to make sure you look for that license because I think those will be coming out in the coming months, so definitely get on board with those. And as we move along in the Vinimate line, okay, again we'll put him with the Joker, is the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales Barbossa Vinimate, okay? This is a great license for DST. The movie, I have not seen it myself, but I will go watch it. I loved all the other ones. I'm sure these are no different. Who's not a big Johnny Depp fan? So again, Diamond Select Toys, this is $9.99, the Barbossa figure and Vinimate. These right here, the Vinimates, are scheduled to ship in July, late July, as the information I have indicates, late July for this. So this is Barbossa holding his sword. We'll get a little look. You can look at Barbossa's behind. You know, he's got his little peg leg there too. Again, no detail left out. Simple figure, but a lot of eye on detail. And then I've already taken out of the box, but you can see the outer box here. This is Salazar, the new antagonist for the new movie. Okay, so Salazar, again, $9.99, cheap price point, $10 collectible. This is an affordable price point for people to jump on. Okay, so if you want to start a new collection and have something really cool that's going to have a uniformity to it and a little bit of variations here and there, jump on the DST Vinimate train because these are very good. They're already getting a lot of great reviews. People love them. And this Pirates of the Caribbean license definitely works well with the DST Vinimates. And last but not least in this, we have everyone's favorite, Captain Jack Sparrow. So, you're a cruel man, Jack Sparrow. Do you feel death? All right. So, popping him out. Again, much like the other ones, these are window boxes. Tiny little, tiny little figures. 3 or 4 inches tall. Again, captures Jack Sparrow. Look at this. You know it's him. I didn't have to tell you it was Jack Sparrow. You knew immediately. Yeah, so Jack looks good in his little Vinimate. He's got his hat, got all his little paraphernalia on him, his little hair braided, and you gotta have him like walk all drunk. Like, oh, hey. And Paulie. All right, so I'm gonna bring these back and show you all together where the DC Vinimate line, DST Vinimate line, where you've got Caddyshack. This is an odd pairing of people. A gopher, a golfer, and 3 pirates. But you see, again, if you put these out on display, they look great together. Doesn't matter the license, doesn't matter the figure. They all go well together. And like I said, you can probably, like I do with some of the other smaller collectibles, you can use a bat, like a baseball bat case, put all these in it, and then have them all lined up, hanging on the wall, do something like that. But they look great. So those are all the items we have for this week. Again, this is another DST thing. I thank you for joining us for this episode of Talking Toys. We'll be back at you next week with another all-new episode showing you what's coming out to comic shops in your local area. Until then, make sure you frequent your comic shops and show them some love, and make sure you collect all these great things. I'll talk to you next time. I'm Josh.